hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Yep. 30. Hey, 20. 20. Tiger. Go, zero.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play. Good. Run 80. Go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2.
We got. Play.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. Dances by him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it here with Blunt. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. William Hayes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, go here!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 20.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter.
Let's go. Second set. Zebra. Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. From the 50, Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 43. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 17 short. Watch 17. Better bring. Let me go right now. Better bring. Play. Good stuff.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Abdullah. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Set, lady, zebra.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah,
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Stafford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go. We're rolling.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And Jones hands it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll go to one, try and pound it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here come the Lions now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
All right, here we go.
And with time running down, they go down to an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Stills. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Blunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. He'll find Clark open right side. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down. Stafford, he's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Hayes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
22! Like 7!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
To throw is Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Check 42 to right. Check 42 to right. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Check it backer. Check it backer.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Left side complete. It's Shepard. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill dumps it off to Lewis. A second nice move, a spin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Tannehill, buying time and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Abdullah. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now, let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Stafford here. This is Riddick on the screen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To the air again, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tannehill on first down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Tannehill. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Zip, zip, zip. There you go, right here.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Quick. Hey, 20. Hey, 20. Hip.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Let's go. We're walking. We're all walking. Where you at? Here you go. Right here.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Hurry.
They get it to him running left. He gets away from one. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Zebra.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stafford going to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, go here.
Throwing here, Stafford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Hey, 20.
One last throw here for Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.